We have Richard Stamp joining with us.
The man, the myth.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, how
There
are you
are so
doing?
many beards happening right now.
Funny enough, the name of the team that made this is Beardforge, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That is, yeah.
So I wonder why.
No.
Well, it's a dwarf game, obviously.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, I hadn't thought of this beforehand, but it would be cool if the fourth member of the team was in fact Richard Stamp himself. Now, do you have access to a computer right in front of you?
I do.
Do you want to?
We can make this happen. You're going to hate us because we're all going to be dreadful.
Oh, I've been through playtesting. I know how it goes.
Okay, so if we fire up the game and we create a room, and then we get a code. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so IPSD.
No, don't give it out on stream.
Okay.
We're gonna get sniped now.
Oh no.
Oh no, Falcor, do you ever get this happen on your own
Oh no,
streams?
never.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Are
I'm
we?
in.
Cool. How?
Yeah, I didn't hear the code. Might want to type it into a Discord or something. I don't know.
Apollo will sort you out.
Apollo is on it.
Okay. Almost read it out then.
Yeah. We'll get sniped.
Okay. I am in.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right, so we need some controllers up in here as well.
Yes, we've got one.
You can keyboard and mouse it, but it does work better with a controller if you got one.
Oh,
We
we're
are-
sharing a PC, so we need these controllers.
How do you join on controller?
Richard?
It should all be mapped. It should all just work. Fingers crossed.
Oh wait, there's two Richards in here. I was like, Richard's already ticked, so you must have ticked for me, but no.
No, that's
Can we join from two controllers on the same PC?
Oh, that's the thing that we probably haven't tested.
you can't, sadly.
Okay.
Oh damn.
With obviously the fact we've worked remotely for the entire year, adding in local multiplayer kind of became less of a priority
Yeah,
as
sure.
to get the networking
For sure.
spot on.
Absolutely agree. Cool.
In that case, we need a fourth player then.
I believe
So we have
Mr. Matt Irwin is
Mr.
joining.
Matt Irwin who is on it.
Hiding in the corner, smiling. Falcor, are you good to go on this? Are you in?
Yeah, I'm guest apparently, but that's fine.
How do we
We'll roll
change
with it.
our name?
There's a text entry on the main menu. You can actually just drop
okay.
back out to main menu if you want to. It's no big deal either way.
I
Oh,
kind
I
of like
see.
guest.
Oh,
I kind of like guest, to be honest.
Okay,
it's
really?
nice.
We were the
Yes,
moon,
it's-
apparently.
Oh, you want to be anonymous?
Oh, did I? Was that supposed to start?
I think everyone readied up at the same time while
We went
they
in
were off
there.
changing their name.
What was the code again?
Oh, it's too late for the code.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's all right. We'll you can just hit escape and return to menu, and we'll give that another run.
Oh, did we just screwed it before we even started?
Okay, I've made a new room.
Oh, okay. If Apollo could share that.
I was gonna say. Oh wait, we're not actually showing the game screen right now, are we?
No.
I was gonna say we.
Unless if the game is a lovely, adorable amount of colours in the background.
Yeah, Apollo can see our code.
Oh, of course. We don't even need to tell him.
Yeah.
So weirdly interesting bit of trivia: the background music you can hear now with the anvils and everything was actually made by Terry Greer's son, who is a music composer
Fancy that.
who wants to get into more games music stuff. So we've roped him in. So it's a very in-house project.
Very nice.
Okay.
Oh, we are all in. So Terry Greer Falcor is one of the lecturers at the university, and it appears his son is something of a whiz with his audio, and somehow these guys ended up getting him to do the music. It's a small world, Hal.
That's awesome.
World. Yeah.
How do I ready up? Do I just press Forge?
Yeah, just hit Forge.
Just hit Forge, gotcha. Right.
Okay, we're going. Right, we need to send the game live and
don't
get
second guess Apollo.
Apollo knows this. I know.
So there's a very hand-holdy tutorial, or you can go to level 1 and just hit pure chaos straight away.
I think chaos is.
I knew you were going to say that. I absolutely knew you were going to say that. Fine. In the interest of good TV, let's bring on the madness.
Yep.
Is someone else are we all controlling this character?
Yes.
Okay.
So originally it was a big overworld map, rather like Overcooked, and we had a lovely little longboat with 4 dwarves in it. And then as the project turned more into a virtual slice, a vertical slice, we kind of made this portal room to access all the levels much easier, because we couldn't prioritize giving the amount of polish the overworld really needed.
Okay.
So are we going straight in?
Go level 1.
Level 1 is a good start. Okay. So this is an example of an early game level. It's double dwarf. It's an example of an early game level. So we've got teamwork's optional. The whole thing's doable by yourself if you want, but it is always more efficient to have friends involved.
Okay. So Richard, you are the tutorial then.
Yeah,
I am the tutorial.
I was
Great.
Going to say,
so
give us a
we need a golden knife. So we need to come over to where the ore is hiding in the corner. Grab some ore.
So that's gold ore.
So there is some ore. If you want to stack that on the furnace and then kind of mash the action button until it smelts down. We turn the casting station till it's on knife.
Yep.
And then you kind of pour that into the casting station.
Somebody's picking up the dwarfs. This is going to be carnage.
Oh, I'm already stressed.
And then that gets taken over to the anvil and beaten into shape.
Right.
Can we get damaged by the fire?
You can't, but it does impede movement.
Right. I see. Yeah.
It should.
Is this a bit like Overcooked? Does someone need to be running the show and barking orders?
Yeah, I think this is like kind of one person doing the ore, one person doing everything else.
It's the best.
So this is our introduction level in that it's teamwork optional. You can get everything done without teamwork, but you're obviously going to do much better with it. Mm-hmm. And then as we go into later levels, teamwork becomes less and less optional.
Right. Less and less optional in quotations.
Yeah.
The third level is actually a mandatory teamwork, because you have to throw dwarves over a pit of lava, which is quite good.
That sounds awesome.
Cool level, that one.
Yeah. So there you go. Once we've hammered it, we've got our finished sword, and we take that to the customer, and we make money.
Customer is happy.
I see it. Okay. Right.
So one of the things that we really wanted to set apart from Overcooked is that it's kind of the player's choice how many orders they want on the go. So if you don't want an order, you can just throw something at the customers and they leave.
Right.
In true dwarven fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, do you know what?
Like
Most of us have worked retail, so a game where you can throw things at customers is the...
Yeah. So you can stack up a ton of orders and have a really finely tuned ship, or you can just take it a little bit more chill. Okay, so we need gold ore and we need regular ore, because we have 2 orders on the go. Okay.
Oh, I see the whole thing. Right, I'm getting it now. I was slow to get there, but I understand the whole method now. I see. So it's like, it literally is like Overcooked. Then it's kind of the same kind of concept. Like, instead of having like pepperoni on pizza, you've got golden sword, silver sword. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we wanted to, we very inspired by games like Overcooked, obviously, but also one of the key things we wanted to set apart is your sort of core gameplay loop is much longer. It's much more steps. So rather than having a game loop that's always changing, we wanted to put something together that was a little bit more teamwork orientated.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I guess you can have a lot of laughs. I guess you can have a lot of laughs with this game. I mean, already you can see you can pick friends up. So
you can.
Those
Yeah.
red
One of
barrels.
our-
lot of throne control pads and stuff, which I like. That's
Yeah.
always good
One of
player
our
interaction.
key design pillars was chaos. I mean, that is an explosive barrel in the corner.
Yeah, you can set that on
So
fire.
if the fire goes too far, you just burn the whole level down.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. I'll try my best.
And
not
then
to
what
forget
is that? Is that the end? If we do that?
No, the
hap-
fire does die out on its own, but there is obviously a point where it hits kind of critical mass.
Right. That where you just can't navigate the level.
There we go. There's a straight sword. Someone can just sell the one we made earlier.
So is that a legitimate strategy to just continually make loads and loads of weapons and leave them lying around in case an order comes in for it?
Yeah, that is absolutely a legit strategy.
Okay.
That in turn will probably give you a higher score multiplier, which will pay off in the long run. So another sword. There you go. We got a half-finished sword there.
Nice.
So if the team's really efficient, you can build up a backlog, or you can be drowning in trying to get orders together. There you go. We need a fresh sword made. And one of the other things that we've done is each of the customers will only order from a limited array of choices. Mm-hmm. So an orc comes to the bench, they're going to ask for a sword or a mace or an axe. They've kind of got the widest spread.
Yeah.
But if a goblin comes up, you are pretty certain you're going to be making a knife. So if you see the customer coming, not so much this level, but definitely on the later hard-low levels, once you sort of get a grasp as to which customers are turning up, you can again preempt.
That's
It kind
cool.
of it awards a little bit of kind of meta knowledge of the game.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a more insane level then.
Yeah. So our second level is it's teamwork optional, but definitely better for it. So there's a little bit more emphasis on throwing things around and passing things between team members because it's easier than running. So this is one of the levels. We've figured this is a mid-game level. There you go. Normal steel mace.
Okay, so we've got the ore separated. We've got the anvil in the middle. We've got the mold over there. Right. So yeah. So things are spread out in different areas. The team is split up,
and
there's
this little
also a
wall
low
here between
wall.
the anvil and the forge, you can actually throw.
Yeah.
You can throw over this, or you can throw down from the top.
Okay, so now at this point, you now need to really focus on throwing things to people to process them, to throw them to someone else. So
There you go, in the knife mold.
I've got gold there, haven't I?
Well, just make a gold knife, then that happens. There we go. Whoop. Less fire than normal, which is a good sign of progress.
and yoink that across.
Traditionally on this level, you have someone up here who just gets too excited about throwing fiery things down and everything burns down.
That would probably be me.
There you go, big spiky mace.
Well, that's the wrong color, isn't it?
Right, someone buy the anvil. Get ready.
And then we can throw that over the wall there.
Okay, there's two of you near the anvil. One of you grab that mace and hammer it.
I'll do it. Someone's beat me to it.
So yeah, maybe someone stay by the anvil. You can throw that over the little wall.
Okay, let's give it a
There you
go.
go.
I'm a big fan of the kind of gang beast
Up the
style
top.
carrying and things with your arms like this.
There we go.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff we wanted to do with this. I mean, the original concepts for the animations were crazy complicated, but a lot of fun. We wanted them to pull the weapons out of their beards, and there we go. We got a sword anywhere.
There's a sword.
It's a knife.
Been picked up again.
Oh yeah.
Mace. Oh, we got a mace.
Yeah.
Money there.
We need a silver sword created. Let's get some.
There you go. Just throw it down off the top.
Yeah, just boss it. And yourself.
Oh, bollocks.
If you're using an Xbox pad, you can hold B to throw.
Oh, okay.
I love your style of throwing.
I wonder if I can grab that there.
So we're going to need some gold ore as well.
Someone said in the chat, you can tell it's a good game because everyone's super focused.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when your only focus is let's do this but better. There you go. So one of the things we really wanted to get across with this game was that kind of party game vibe, and also the we've really focused on quite a low bar of entry, a low sort of accessibility ceiling. So you can complete the level with a very low score, and it won't kind of content lock you. You won't be gated from progression just because you burnt half the level down. As long as you've sold something, you should be able to experience the next level.
Yeah.
And but that opens up the option of if it went further in development, you would reward high skilled players with cosmetic improvements and things like that.
Nice. Okay, team. So we need a bit of silver ore.
Cool.
That should be there.
So
there you go. If you throw that over to me at the anvil.
How would you rate the teamwork that's going on here, Richard? Because I've seen you guys play this, and it's one slick throwing machine. Like, everyone knows their role, and everything is just getting thrown from one to the next.
Adequate?
Sufficient?
Sufficient.
I'm guessing this is a lot of fun.
Visible teamwork. There we go.
There's a lot of people just walking. Like, we need less walking and more throwing, I think, is the super efficient way, right?
We
need a synergy going on here.
Yeah.
There is a sprint.
If I stay at the anvil, I'll be the ambler.
Yeah.
Somebody can be the forger at the top, and then somebody else can be the not the forger, the smelter, and somebody can be the forger, and we go.
There we go.
Like, that's the way to do it. You need to kind of establish who's doing what based on the level.
So full credit to team. I don't know what their team name is, but they made Slime Cafe, which hopefully turns up at some point. Yeah, they're at 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Slime Cafe. They came in for a play test and smashed it. They got like 13,000 points. We have never got a score that high. I've never seen anything like that.
Nice. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right, let's have a look at the top level.
V on the controller, it's throw. So I just had Matt popping up in the corner. So this is our sort of end game example level. Teamwork is absolutely mandatory. Dropping things in the lava will remove them. If you're a dwarf, you respawn, otherwise nothing. But as I said before about certain customers only ordering certain things, you actually see them walking up the path quite a long way. Mm-hmm. So I know for a fact that he's going to order a knife because you can see a goblin walking up the path.
Okay,
so we can...
Someone needs to be thrown into the middle because we need some smelting and some hammering.
So you can. So you throw. Because I was going to say, how do we get up to the forge there?
You get thrown.
Nice, I got thrown.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, throw me over.
We want some silver first, don't we?
Let's get the silver.
Give me silver.
That all looks gold.
That's all gold.
There you go. There's silver in the middle there. Here you go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll put it on that one. Right, there we are.
How did I end up going backwards? Could someone throw me, please?
Because Unity physics.
Not into the forge. Can I have some silver, please?
So, Rich, I asked about the teamwork on the last one. How are you rating it so far? Because Andy needs that bloody silver.
I don't need a dwarf.
Anyone? There we are. Right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Right.
And throw it back.
Chuck it straight down.
No, it's not. No, stand there.
There we go. Yeah. Give me more.
There's some more.
It bounced off. I'll stand out the way.
Yeah.
I'll grab some gold. Let's get that done. Where do you want it? Oh no.
So the one of the things you can do in this level that's quite funny is if you throw off the top and try to be smart about it, you can hit the customer and cancel the order, which is obviously incredibly frustrating. So yeah, our level designer just went really hard on these. I think we went from 8 concepts down to 3 really good polished levels. Mace.
I think it's a really slick piece of level design. It looks gorgeous as well, but it's really smart. The distances are just right so that you have to adhere to the strategy. But it's not like crazy difficult. The throws are all totally makeable, but you can definitely screw them up. And you absolutely need at least one person in the middle in order to complete this. Yeah, there's some really nice work in this.
Yeah.
And definitely shows off the concept of what you're going for.
If Red Dwarf wants to drop his stuff in the molding station.
There we go.
Oh, down I go.
Oh, we need someone in the middle. You've been nominated.
What do we, silver?
No, we need that thing hammered. The mace needs hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so a lot of people have said this is the level where a lot of the concepts start to make sense to them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, we've taken that teamwork element and made it entirely mandatory.
Yeah.
And it's if you'll excuse the terribly adequate phrasing, it's very much a sort of forged in fire experience.
Right, you're off. Richard, go home.
Worth it.
I like how he pretends as though that just accidentally fell out of his mouth. He's got it written down. He's been waiting.
6 months. 6 months I've been trying to get that set.
Yeah. It's a cool game though. Like the theming's brilliant and so consistent. I love the art style, and Falcor as a Sea of Thieves regular, I think you might appreciate some of the kind of the rock work and
I've
the
always
styling.
loved cartoon styles in games, and the thing is, it's timeless as well. Like you make a game too realistic, 10 years down the line, it's going to look dated because of the way that engines upgrade. But when you've got a cartoon style game like this, it's timeless. Yeah. There's games like that were released like 25 years ago that have a similar art style that still look like they could be made yesterday, today. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a big fan. I've never been one for chasing the uber realistic because, like you say, technology moves on and then it's gone. It just looks looks rubbish. Oh, it's hard this not swearing. It's when you're live on stream trying not to swear is when you realise how often you swear.
You have got a couple swears left.
I've got a couple left.
You've got a couple left. You've not been too bad.
I haven't done any.
You have.
It's Yeah, you make up your own word. That's what I do. There's a few sci-fi series that they use the words frel and frack. Frel and frack. There you go. Perfect substitute.
Frel and frack.
Now I just feel like a bad streamer because I just swear.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're going with it.
Yeah.
Did we didn't do too good.
That was
Can I shout out Doug in the chat for mentioning Catastronauts, an amazing game in the genre that nobody knows about, and in fact was a key part of my marketing pitch that no one knows Catastronauts existed despite it being amazing. Yeah, it's like Overcooked meets FTL, so it's a really interesting. It's a fantastic game, and I'm always really upset that nobody knows it exists.
Catastronauts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It was a huge part of our original playtesting. So all the way through second year, we were playtesting similar games than this. I mean, Tools Up had just come out, both Overcooked games. Literally logged in my PlayStation 4 and plugged it in upstairs at the GA and did a huge playtesting in second year to kind of decide what we wanted to do game-wise.
So, how did you arrive at this as a game concept?
So, in the weirdest possible way, because of my mum. My mum is.
That is not what I expected to hear.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my mum is sort of chair-bound, sort of back problems, quite disabled, but loves gaming. Is the only person I ever know that 100% completed Abe's Odyssey on the PS1 back in the day. So, but she just doesn't have the reflexes. So we've she's been very supportive of me, but we played Overcooked at her place, and she was crying with laughter. She was crap at the game, but she was crying with laughter. She would throw something, miss, it'd go off the level, and then we'd lose the level because she'd be laughing for 10 minutes. And I thought, do you know what? That's what you want in a game. You don't have to win. You have to be enjoying yourself. And at the same time, it's a market of gamers which is entirely under appealed to. So she's been a huge inspiration for the game. We actually played it the other night. She loved it. But that kind of idea of very low bar of accessibility, that kind of very chaotic physics-based fun, And then it was just a case of theming it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy cute. I've never asked you that before. And that's really, really sweet. And really smart
she's one
as
of
well.
the reasons I'm really crazy about accessibility.
Yeah. But it makes a lot of sense. Like, there is a big call for games like this, and there aren't enough titles that cater well enough to people who aren't pro gamers. Like, it should be, if you're doing a multiplayer kind of experience, it should be that if you've got one or two people who really know what they're doing and two people who are just a bit naff at the game, that you can somehow fudge through and still get a good score out of it, but just have a lot of fun along the way.
Yeah, it's a low bar of accessibility, but you also you award high skill play with cosmetics and things like that. Yeah. But you make sure that people that can play through it with a very low skill ceiling is super, super important to me. And it's also why I railed against putting while doing the marketing for this, I railed against putting what's your target audience? My target audience is anybody that wants to play it. End of.
Fail. Cop out. Falcor, we have to grade so many of the essays that touch on target audience, and we get so many. Like, well, our game is made for everyone. It's like, oh, come on.
But seriously, you can hand this to a 12-year-old who'll be laughing as hard as my nearly 70-year-old mum. Like, my age range is 8 to dead. There you go. Let's put that in there.
At least you didn't do.
Also a great name title for a game.
8 to dead.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah. My least favorite is when people say that they're a target audience for a game that I would really like, that's really my kind of game, and they're like, oh, it's from like 12 to 20, and I'm like, what? I'm not allowed to play. Are you seriously? You're not targeting the older audience?
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. So that was an amazing game. I hope you had fun, Falcor, on that.
That's good fun.
Game. It's madness.
I can't wait to see how that kind of develops over the years. But that's really, really cool. Really a lot of fun playing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. And a huge thank you to the Twitch chat, who is absolutely just raving about the game.
Yeah.
It's on itch. It's free. Please play it. Just enjoy it. That's what it's there for.
Mm-hmm. You're not intending to carry it on, is that correct?
The whole thing is built as a vertical slice designed as a pitch to publisher. I don't think there's any plans right now, because a lot of the sort of core members of the team are looking to move into sort of employed industry as opposed to setting something up. But it is there, and it's like our good friend Falcor here said, it's a timeless art style. So I'd love to pick it up at some point, get a couple of years experience under our belt. That'd be I'd be up for it. I really would.
That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want you to just say it's done. So
we gave us the shred of hope we needed.
Yeah, I like knowing that you very well would like to come back to it at a later time. So that's basically all I needed to know. And I think that's about our time with you. So thanks so much for coming on. And
no worries. Thanks for having me. I had a great time.
Thanks to you and the team for making such an ace game. And we look forward to what you do in the future.
No worries.
Good luck, dude.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers,
Rich.